Building, managing food and water, making friends, making enemies are all tropes of the survival genre. Whether you try to go it alone, team up with a band of friends, or strangers, they provide a unique challenge and experience. Often the story is what you make of it. But here is my list of 5 survival games that you really just need to play for all the fans of the survival genre, or maybe you're someone who is wanting to break into the genre but doesn't know where to start. Hopefully this list will give you some help. If Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was a game, it would be called Grounded. Having been shrunk from normal human size, Grounded has you, well, shrunk down to the size of a bug, where small gardens feel like massive worlds. Litter becomes a shelter and most harmless looking bugs turn out to be terrifying monsters. But using your skills as a survival expert, make weapons, houses, armor and band together to survive in the wild of ye backyard. With a storyline added to the Grounded to guide you on your journey to return back to normal size, it's an excellent experience for someone looking for a new start to survival games or who wants to dip their toes in for the first time of the genre. Not as punishing as some others that we'll see on this list, whilst also providing a unique view of the survival world for veterans alike. Released in full back in September of this year, 2022, Grounded is available on PC and the various Xbox systems. Next we have V Rising. Bathed in the supernatural, vampires have always been a hit in the pop culture, showing just how badass and awesome they are. From Underworld, Van Helsing, Count Dracula, Underworld, Van Helsing, Count Dracula, vampires have been a hit choice. So mixing them into a survival game, it was only a matter of time, and this is what V Rising attempts and succeeds at doing. Still in its early access and released earlier this year, take control of your own vampire in this isometric take on the genre. Build your castle of ultimate darkness, avoid the sunlight, raise minions, fight and feed off all the humans you can find. Take down bosses with your friends or maybe wage a war against other covens. V Rising is a joy to play. Lighter on some of the survival aspects compared to others on this list, however will still require you to manage your blood, gathering resources to craft newer better items, expand your gothic residence and be the ultimate edgelord of darkness, and defeat the large plethora of bosses included in the game, mixing with some bullet hell style gameplay and ARPG game mechanics. V Rising is a solid and incredibly fun entry into the survival sphere, really taking a new take on how to approach the genre. If you haven't played this title, you really ought to. It is a band of fun. Not all survival games are as inviting or easy to pick up as others. In this, Rust is like a toxic relationship that you just keep going back to, with heavy focuses on PvP and set in a more modern era, starting with nothing but a rock to your name, build, raid and loot your way to success. With a huge player base and community, giant alliances of players to really bring in mass destruction of the PvP realm, you can really sink a lot of time into Rust, just to lose it all in a raid. Maybe you'll try to survive alone, maybe you'll join a team of other players. Rust is definitely an experience. For me, better enjoyed with friends rather than alone, not for the faint of heart either. This game is a true focus on PvP and its raiding systems. The creativity of players and what they build to assault or defend is staggering. Well-placed traps and auto turrets to defend your horde, or spend hours probing and figuring out how to invade that nice looking base that's been set up next to yours. Airdrops with better gear and loot will drop, creating areas of firefight not far from what we can see in the Hunger Games, just more bloody and angry. Rust was a major success in its early release back in 2013, with a full official release then in 2018, and still takes the title as one of the most successful survival games out there. So if you have a few extra keyballs to break, Rust should definitely be on your list to try. Beloved since the year 2009 when it was released in early access, Minecraft has captivated a massive audience and following. Available on pretty much any platform you can shake a stick at, you can truly play this game the way you want in its sandbox environment. Build giant constructs, explore the darkest of caves, fight to survive against the AI in PvE, or fight against your fellow player in PvP. Minecraft can be easy to fool the uninitiated, with its blocky aesthetic making it look like a very simple game with simple controls. However, further depth into the game reveals a mix of deep systems for players to sink their teeth into and work around. Create massive resource farms to build new and better items, with mod support that only increases the game further. The community of Minecraft is what makes this game great. From servers for full-scale PvP, building communities, Iron Man servers, to name just a few ways that you can play, Minecraft has created a fan base that would make even the most successful games of today shed a tear. Available on pretty much every platform and included in game passes such as Microsoft, there is many an hour that can be spent lost in this world of survival. Since the dawn of time, dinosaurs have piqued the human interest. Okay, maybe not the dawn of time, but since their discovery at least. And the questions have always been asked, what were they like? And what would it be like to live among them today? Answered by the beloved Jurassic Park series, there can only be one thing better than seeing them from the big screen. Okay, visiting in real life dinosaurs would probably be the best thing, but there's two things better. And the other one is a game where you can tame, ride, and survive in a world of prehistoric creatures. Ark Survival Evolved is a fantastic rendition of that fantasy come alive. Will you create a dodo farm, tame a pack of raptors, or get eaten by the acclaimed T-Rex? What I can tell you is expect to die a lot on your bid to build a shelter, find food, piece together the story of Ark, spanning across a ton of maps with new and exciting dinos on each one. Will you build a hidden bunker away from the rest of civilization, band together with your friends and create a sprawling city, or end up like a scene from Mad Max trying to assault the layers of other survivors? Mixed with both PvE and PvP servers, Ark is incredibly fun. Regardless of how you want to play, you can do it. With content as long as your arm to lose yourself in, Ark is also seeing a sequel being released in 2023, so by the time you're done with this game, there will be a new one to get to know. Ark hits the #1 spot for me because from the time of recording this, I have become an absolute Arkaholic, losing hours into the beautiful maps, treating dinos like Pokemon, and taking on the ultimate bosses each map has to offer. Please send help. Now, this list was just my personal 5 survival games that everyone needs to play. What I want to know is, was your favorite survival game on this list? Because there are a ton more. There are some fantastic survival games out there, and I couldn't fit them all on the list as much as I would have liked to have tried. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite survival game of all time? That's what I want to hear. Which one would you tell every person they need to play? Thank you so much for watching. And if you're looking for another video from me, here is another list of 5 that you might want to watch, and consider subscribing to get some more content from myself. But thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon.